Hey everybody, Tottenville Legend 826 here. Start off your school year right. A personal letter to Tottenville High School. Not sure if anybody will see this, but if they do, I just want to make my message clear. Start off your school year right. Your students are going to be walking back into the building with emotional trauma after the events that have occurred the last 2 years. Periods of social isolation, will cause anxiety, cause all sorts of negative feelings. Prolonged periods of isolation, not, being quarantined, and all that. And I can understand completely those feelings. And what I'm suggesting for the school is to reach out to your students, try to get to help them out, try to connect with them, talk with them, help them cope with their situation. That would be the smart thing to do. Tottenville wasn't completely perfect by any means. It wasn't perfect. There were problems inside the school like in every other high school, but I believe their system is quite helpful. If we all know the story how Tottenville was founded in 1898, you really get to its current location in 1972 in the Huguenot neighborhood. There's a lot of stories that people have from that school that went there from all those years. There are plenty of people I knew from Tottenville that can back me up on this. While it wasn't completely perfect, there were plenty of people that could help out people from Tottenville easily. I can think of a few notable examples where the staff at Tottenville were quite helpful. During my 9th grade year, on February 28th, 2012, a friend who was an acquaintance of mine in the heavy metal club we were at, we were talking, laughing, and joking, and then an older student who was an acquaintance of mine collapsed onto the table, and we found out later that he had a heart attack, but he survived despite what had happened. He survived the massive heart attack, and the doctors used the defibrillator. He had defibrillator. He had to save his life, and it worked. It was a miracle, honestly. And during my 10th grade year, on October 24th, 2012, a girl that was in our grade took her own life at the Huguenot train station. She lost her life tragically, and it was pretty sad news for a lot of people. A candlelight vigil was held near the school, and there was all sorts of there was encouragement from the principal of Tottenville at the time. So I'm suggesting that staff Tottenville do whenever you get back to school. Whenever you reconvene, try to reconnect with your students. Try to help out your students. Try to reconvene with them. Try to connect with them. Try to connect with them rather than force an agenda. Okay, I can understand we all want a return to normal. That's what we all want, a return to normal. But you can't just ignore what you're dealing with, if you know what I mean. It's smart to deal with the situation, connect where they're at, rather than force an agenda on them. Because if you connect with them, it shows that you care about what they're going through. You have empathy for them. You understand what they're going through. Show respect for them. At the very least, try to connect with them. Try to understand their situation. Try to talk with them. Try to connect with them. And there's different ways you can connect with them. You can have a back to school assembly. Motivate them people in your assemblies. You're in this together. You heal together. You grow together. You all grow and become better. That's basically what I can imagine the principal saying. If you ever reconvene, that's what you should be doing as a personal suggestion. Look, you don't have to take my advice. You don't have to agree with me on everything I'm saying here, but it's for the better. It's for the better, honestly. If you connect with your students and try to connect with them, try to empathize with them, start off your school year right at Tottenville, it's truly the better option in my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but that's how it should work. But yeah, that's all I gotta say right now. And stay safe, everybody. I'll update you with more videos when I'm free. Tottenville Legend 826 out.